भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय So like every day we are reading today also from Srimad Bhagavatam, and most fortunately we are on the 10th canto, Sumam Bonam, chapter 83, shloka number, chapter entitled Draupadi Meets the Queens of Krishna, shloka number 10. श्रीजाम्बवत्युवाच प्राज्ञाय देहकृदमुं निजनाथदैवम् सीतापतिं त्रिनवहानि अमुनाभ्ययुध्यात् सीतापतिं त्रिनवहानि अमुना अभ्ययुध्यत् ज्ञात्वा परीक्षित उपाहरदर्हणं माम् पादौ प्रगृह्य मणिनाहम् अमुष्य दासी पादौ प्रगृह्य मणिनाहम् अमुष्य दासी श्रीजाम्बवत्युवाच प्राज्ञाय देहकृदमुं निजनाथदैवम् सीतापतिं त्रिनवहान्यमुनाभ्ययुध्यत् ज्ञात्वा परीक्षित उपाहरदर्हणं माम् पादौ प्रगृह्य मणिनाहममुष्य दासी श्रीजाम्बवत्युवाच प्राज्ञाय देहकृदमुं निजनाथदैवम् सीतापतिं त्रिनवहान्यमुनाभ्ययुध्यत् ज्ञात्वा परीक्षित उपाहरदर्हणं माम् पादौ प्रगृह्य मणिनाहममुष्य दासी. Any Vaishnavas would like to recite? No. सब कर दीजिए सेटिंग ऐसा ही. Vaishnavis? Word meanings. Shri Jambavatyuvacha. Shri Jambavati said, Pragyaya, unaware, Deha, of my body, Krit, the maker, my father, Amam, of him, Nij, his own, Natha, as the master, Daivam, and worshipable deity, Sita, of goddess Sita, Amuna, Patim, the husband, Three, Nava, times 9, Ahani, for days, Amuna, with him, Abhyayudhyat, he fought, Yatva, recognizing, Parikshita, awakened to proper understanding, Upaharat, he presented, Arhanam, as a respectful offering, Mam, me, Padav, his feet, Pragrihya, taking hold of, Manina, with the jewel, Aham, I, Amushya, his, Dasi, maid servant. Translation and purport by the humble disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Sri Jambavati said, unaware that Lord Krishna was none other than his own master and worshipable deity, the husband of goddess Sita, my father, fought with him for 27 days. When my father finally came to his senses and recognized the Lord, he took hold of his feet and presented him with both me and the Shamantaka jewel as tokens of his reverence. I am simply the Lord's maid servant. Responsively, Sri Jambavati said, unaware that Lord Krishna was none other than his own master and worshipable deity, the husband of goddess Sita, my father, fought with him for 27 days. I'll read this line again. The husband of goddess Sita was not recognized by the father of Jambavati, and then he fought for 27 days. When my father finally came to his senses and recognized the Lord, he took hold of his feet and presented him with both me and the Shamantaka jewel as tokens of his reverence. I am simply the Lord's maid servant. Purport by disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Jambavan had been Lord Ramachandra's servant many thousands of years before. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur mentions that while hearing Jambavati's story, the women present recognized her as the girl whom Jambavan had once offered to Lord Sri Rama to be his wife. Since Lord Rama had taken a vow to have only one wife, he could not accept her then, but did so when he returned in the Dwapar Yuga as Krishna. The other queens wanted to honor Jambavati for this, but she replied humbly, I am just the Lord's maid servant. How Jambavati and Satyabhama became Lord Krishna's wives is told in chapter 56 of the 10th canto. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroha Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I seek blessings of all the Vaishnavas so that I can do this service for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada and for my purification. So this is 10th canto, the Summam Bonam Ashraya Tattva. And Srila Prabhupada wanted that the people of this world should get Ashraya of Krishna. And that is why Srila Prabhupada summarized or translated the whole 10th canto into Krishna book, because he was fearful that I may not survive till the time I come to translating 10th canto. So in 1970 only Srila Prabhupada translated the whole 10th canto into his summary study, that is Krishna book. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned that, the real devotees, genuine devotees of Krishna can take solace or ashraya of this book, Krishna, and feel solace, feeling separation from Krishna, because every page, every word will remind you of Krishna, our beloved Lord. So this is Srila Prabhupada's one of the greatest gifts, Krishna book, the whole 10th canto. So this is the chapter in which all the Dwarkavasis are meeting at Kurukshetra solar eclipse and seeking opportunity. Of course, first of all, I wish to mention that how I am sitting in this place today, because today is such auspicious, the most auspicious day for the whole ISKCON Juhu. This is today, 14th January. And never in the history and maybe never in the future you will have somebody so junior sitting on this day on the Bhagavatam Vyasasan. Because today is the temple opening of SriSriRadha Madan Mohanji. Yesterday some of you may have seen the photos of after Nitron Milan of Shri Radha Madan Mohanji, Shri God Nitai, Shri Kitaran Shanmanji, very beautiful deities, lords. So today they are manifesting. So it's a huge, grand occasion. Tomorrow the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, also is coming to inaugurate the temple premises campus. So today is a very, very grand day in the history of ISKCON and ISKCON in Mumbai. So that is why all the senior devotees, all have gone there. So then His Grace Himagiri Prabhuji told that you do the service today, although I arrived yesterday afternoon only. So that is how I am sitting here. It's not that I am qualified or I am something big. So this chapter, then you can see that when Krishna and Yudhishthira Maharaj and all the Kuru, warriors and all, they are meeting together very happily in the solar eclipse, seeking, the opportunity. The wives of Draupadi is asking, the wives of Krishna, let us seek the opportunity for some Krishna Katha. So, such occasions when all the families are getting together, ladies sometimes get together to start talking. But Srila Prabhupada in Krishna book repeatedly describes in these two chapters, 83 and 82, repeatedly Srila Prabhupada emphasizes, please understand that the only thing they are talking, whether men or women, is Krishna. And here also these ladies, they are not talking about, what nice sari you have and what nice bangles you have. And nothing like that. The ladies, they are talking only one thing. Draupadi Mata is asking, how you got Krishna? And everyone, all the queens are telling how I came to Krishna consciousness. Means in Back to Godhead you have one section, how I came to Krishna consciousness. So they are all telling how I came to Krishna's lotus feet. So this is the third queen who is going to speak, Sri Jambavati. She is one of the 8 principal queens of Krishna. Mitravinda, Bhadra, Rukmini, Satyabhama, etc. They are total 8. So Mata Jambavati also is one of them. She is the third Rani who is speaking, Patarani who is speaking, how I achieved Krishna. And then she is telling her story. And then Srila Prabhupada's Disciples Purport mentions that in chapter 56 of 10th canto, or Krishna book, chapter 56, we will refer to see this, a little part of the story. So, because when Lord Krishna, many of you may be knowing the Samantaka jewel story, very famous. Many deep lessons can be learnt from this story about those people, those people who have lot of greed for wealth. They can learn many important lessons from these two chapters of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 56, 57, story of Samantaka jewel. So there, as a part of the story, Krishna goes out to search where is this jewel. And then he is trying to search out, and then he reaches finally the Gufa of Jambavan. And there, the nurse in the house of Jambavan, or the cave of Jambavan, she shouts loudly. And Jambavan comes. Who is that? Why this nurse is shouting loudly? And Jambavan sees some person has come. And he becomes very angry. Jambavan becomes very angry. Who has come to my cave and, disturbing my son? Like that. So that scene, particularly, we will be focusing. So in Krishna book, Srila Prabhupada writes two different things about this scene. So one thing Srila Prabhupada writes in 3 paragraphs, and another point Srila Prabhupada writes in 1 paragraph. So we will refer to the 3 paragraphs of a point, and how Jambavan is fighting with the Lord. So 2 points Srila Prabhupada is telling in this 4 paragraphs. First point only we will focus. The first point is that Jambavan, because he became angry, he could not recognize the Lord, his own Lord. Same Lord Ram, same Lord Krishna, because he became so angry. And the second point Srila Prabhupada is telling that because Lord wanted to enjoy the mock fighting with his devotee, this is also Virya Rasa. The Lord wants to enjoy one of the 12 rasa, secondary rasa. One of the secondary rasa is Virya Rasa. So Lord wants to enjoy, and that the best service in that rasa also can be given by a devotee. So Jambavan, that is why also Jambavan could not recognize, and the Lord is fighting. That is second reason. First reason Srila Prabhupada elaborates very nicely, which is very relevant to our lives, and quite understandably, that is why Srila Prabhupada elaborates the first reason very elaborately. He explains, because this is very much suitable and relevant to our lives. So Srila Prabhupada writes in chapter 56, Krishna book I am reading, towards 70% down the chapter I am reading. Hearing the nurse's cries, Jambavan appeared on the scene in a very angry mood. Jambavan was actually a great devotee of Lord Krishna. But because he was angry, he could not recognize his master and thought him to be an ordinary man. This brings to mind the statement of Gita in which the Lord advises Arjuna to get free from anger, greed and lust in order to rise to the spiritual platform. Lust, anger and greed run parallel in the heart and check one's progress on the spiritual path. Which is the shloka from Gita? Thank you, Madhav Sundar Prabhu जी ने सही बताया. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? सही जवाब. त्रिविधम नरकस्येदम द्वारम नाशनम आत्मनः. आत्मा का नाश कर देगा. What? Kamam, Krodham, Tatha Lobha. Tasmad Yatatrayam Tyajat. Krishna is telling Arjuna that give up these 3 things. They will kill your soul. Soul cannot be killed, but the purpose of soul in this world is to attain Krishna back. Their purpose will be defeated thoroughly, maybe for many lifetimes sometimes. Next paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is writing, not recognizing his master. Why not recognizing his master? Because of anger. Jambavan challenged Krishna to fight. There was then a great fight between Krishna and Jambavan, in which they fought like 2 opposing vultures. Whenever there is an eatable corpse, the vultures fight heartily over the prey. Krishna and Jambavan first of all fought with weapons, then with stones, then with big trees, then hand to hand, until at last they were hitting each other with their fists. Their blows like the striking of thunderbolts. Each expected victory over the other, but the fighting continued for 28 days, both in daytime and at night, without stopping. Although Jambavan was the strongest living entity of that time, practically all the joints of his bodily limbs became slackened, and his strength was reduced practically to nil, for he was struck constantly by the fists of Sri Krishna. Feeling very tired, with perspiration all over his body, Jambavan was astonished. Who was this opponent who was fighting so hard with him. Jambavan was quite aware of his own superhuman bodily strength. But when he felt tired from being struck by Krishna, he could understand that Krishna was no one else but his worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This incident has, Srila Prabhupada reiterates his point, which he began. This incident has special significance for devotees of ISKCON. In the beginning, Jambavan could not understand Krishna because his vision was obscured by material attachment. He was attached to his boy and to the greatly valuable Shamantaka jewel, which he did not want to spare for Krishna. In fact, when Krishna came there, he was angry, thinking that Krishna had come to take away the jewel. This is the material position. Although one is very strong in body, that cannot help him understand Krishna. So many points we can discuss, but time is very less. So strong body cannot help us. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhya. One false sadhu in India said that, what will happen by Tulsi plant? You can water egg plant and eat and become very strong, and then you can get self-realization. Srila Prabhupada used to vehemently condemn this proposition. So strong body cannot help. And we can see attachment brings to anger. Right? Krishna says, Dhyayatu Vishan Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayate. Sangat, attachment leads to anger. And this attachment not only brings anger, brings many other falsities. Sometimes we may be going to some place, some camp or something, and we may get a nice room there. To 3 days, nice room we are having. And then last minute the organizers may request you, okay Prabhuji, this nice room we want for someone else, can you vacate it and shift to dormitory or something. But because we have spent last 1 hour in this room, got fresh and adjusted our luggage, now we are little bit also attached to this room. And when the organizers come that, can you vacate it, we feel very difficult and we feel bad that, hey, what is this? You have given me this room, now give him some other room. How can I? Or we may tell that, okay, send me that devotee, I'll talk to him. I'll try to encourage him to shift in dormitory, and we'll give him 10 good reasons that why you should stay in dormitory. He'll get association of devotees, he'll be able to observe wonderful devotees practicing bhakti, many things. All to apply to him, not to ourselves, because we are attached to this room. So attachment becomes so fast. Within 1 hour, we can become attached to the room. That we are not ready to leave that room. Attachment is, so risky. We become attached to things in this world. So this whole world, every moment is risky. Padam yad vipadam na tesham. The danger is not of accident, not of, some other physical problems. The danger is of missing the purpose of life. To realize my relationship with Krishna and to make sense in this life. Otherwise, this life is also going waste. Millions of people in Mumbai, they are running only for, money, to make the two ends meet. That's it. And then they sleep. And then they wake up running to make the two ends meet, and then they sleep. When the two ends are met, what to do in life, they just don't know. Of course, the responsibility lies on us. We should not laugh. Srila Prabhupada has opened this center for us to do this service to them, to add meaning to their life, add value to their life. Otherwise, life is going useless. So this is the greatest danger that I may, because of attachment. I'm remembering Srila Prabhupada used to give a reference of Bhagavad temple of Gaudiya Math. Even great disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur became attached to the rooms. And they were fighting and quarreling, and a big fight broke out. Srila Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So this attachment, to material things and forgetting the Vastava Vastu. Krishna is the Vastava Vastu, really substantial Vastu. All other things are useless. We can see Chaitanya Charitamrita. We can see in Chaitanya Charitamrita the example of Kala Krishna Das. Although he was with Krishna, Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, still he, was trapped in this problem, that forgetting Krishna. Srila Prabhupada writes in this purport, Madhya Leela 10.65, very nice purport. I will just read this purport, it will take just 1 minute. Kala Krishna Das was influenced and allured by nomads or gypsies who enticed him with women. So the women, enticed him. This is the danger. losing the purpose. That you are with Krishna, but you got enticed with women. Maya is so strong that Kala Krishna Das left Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's company to join gypsy women. Even though, this is a very important line, even though a person may associate with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he can be allured by Maya and leave the Lord's company due to his slight independence. Only one who is overwhelmed by Maya can be so unfortunate as to leave Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's company. Yet, unless one is very conscientious, the influence of Maya can drag one away, even though he be the personal assistant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what to speak of others? The Bhattatharis used to increase their numbers by using women to allure outsiders. This is factual evidence showing that it is possible at any time to fall down from the Lord's association. One need only misuse his little independence. Once fallen and separated from Krishna's association, one becomes a candidate for suffering in the material world. Although rejected by Mahaprabhu, Kala Krishna Das was given another chance, as we see in the following verses. So we can see the beginning of the day when Brahmaji was given the task of creation, Canto 3, Chapter 9, Shloka number 24. Brahmaji 23 and 24, very humbly is begging that, O Lord, I may not become affected by pride and I may not become deviated. And in that purport, last Prabhupada writes, a little inattention on the path of bhakti can create havoc and bloodshed. A little inattention. And let alone our contemporary history, Bhagavatam is filled with examples. That a little inattention, Chitraketu Maharaj was a little tinge of some pride. That I can give also feedback to Shivaji. And then, so a little, taking things for granted, a little inattention can cause havoc and bloodshed. So this fear is there always. So we have to be very, very careful. Srila Prabhupada mentions in his one lecture, that when you are chanting, so now I'm going to the solution part, that this problem is there, danger is there. Now how to protect ourselves? By taking to the sadhana bhakti process given by Srila Rupa Goswami very staunchly, very seriously. So Srila Prabhupada tells that chant seriously, not like parrot. You are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But when the moment somebody twists the tongue of this neck of parrot, immediately cow. So I had a practical experience of this few years ago while attending a camp or program, some education program, ISKCON education program. So we were staying for many days in one temple, ISKCON temple. So I was staying with one senior devotee, we were sharing the room, Prabhuji was sharing the room with me. So we were two people in the same room. And one night what happened, around 1:30, I was sleeping like here and Prabhuji was here, quite big room. He was on the bed, I was on chatai. So I was sleeping around 1:30, I heard that something. So I woke up, I saw Prabhuji, saying something, something sounds. So I became a little fearful. But then I thought, I don't know what is happening. So with great courage, I got up. Fearfully, I went to touch him and say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, just relieve him or what is happening, some bad dream or something, I don't know. So very scared, I went to touch him and, the moment I touched him and I said Hare Krishna, so he got up. And his eyes were big. And he looked at me and he attacked me kind of. And he attacked me, got up on the bed and caught me and tightly caught me. I became fully fearful and my cassette, jam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Formerly we used to use cassette players, cassette will jam and then you the same word repeating again. So because I was fully scared and fully fearful, night 1:30, somebody, I thought, he's ghostly haunted or a bad dream something, and he kind of pounced on me, held both my arms tightly, and then he looked at me, and then I said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, not full mantra, just Hare Krishna. I forgot the full mantra. I didn't know that the mantra, I just stuck, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And he was also holding me. I was holding him, and I was saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And he just started saying Hare Krishna. I forgot now, whatever. So and then after almost 45 seconds or something, he understood that, I am more scared than him. And then he controlled and he pacified me, and then, I pacified him or whatever. He cooled down. For half an hour we talked what happened. And then, he was fearful that really, am I all right or having some problem? And I was fearful, I don't want to sleep with him. I took my chatai, went outside in the corridor of the guest house. I will sleep in the corridor, I will not sleep with you. But later actually, he told me that when he saw that I came to him and touching him, he felt that I am ghostly haunted. That's why he strongly held me. And I thought he is disturbed with something, evil spirits or something. But later, after many days, actually, I was reflecting on this situation, on this incident, after many days. And then I remembered this Srila Prabhupada's lecture. When your neck is twisted, cow, 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 cow. So I could clearly see that at the time my consciousness was not at all remembering Krishna, not at all chanting Hare Krishna. It was just because I was saying Hare Krishna, that word stuck in my mind, and I was just saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, that's it. I was not remembering Krishna, not chanting Hare Krishna. Although I was second initiated, saffron dress, so many years, everything. Nowhere, nothing to do with Krishna, no remembering God, nothing. I was just so scared, stunned about something, very bad is going to happen to me. So that day I realized my practices. So Krishna was merciful to give me this realization of this explanation of Srila Prabhupada's parrot example with my own life. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, it's a daily, Srila Prabhupada said, it's like a child's cry for mother's presence. Every single day, we have to feel that I need Krishna. I need Krishna. I don't need anything else in this life. I need Krishna. Apart from Krishna, everything else will be defeated. I may be remembering many shlokas, I may be distributing many books, I may be a center in charge, or I may be a temple president, or I may be a big wealthy man, I may be a big grihastha devotee, or everything is material. Everything is material. Everything is external material. Even speaking very nice, classes, very relevant classes, very interesting classes, is fully possible to be external without having our heart touched at all by Krishna's feeling Krishna, feeling for Krishna, missing Krishna. Just like you've seen mobile phone in the rainy season in Mumbai, I saw local trains, they sell this 5 rupees ka plastic packet in which you can put mobile phone and then seal it. And now you put this mobile phone in the Juhu beach also, nothing will happen. So like this, our heart, although surrounded all around by the wonderful association of devotees, but the plastic of attachment to my material aspirations, material ambitions, material things. Even 1 hour is enough for me to become attached to the room. I become so attached to things, and that plastic of attachment protects me, prevents me from absorbing Krishna's need in my consciousness. That I need Krishna, I don't need anything else, Baba, I need Krishna. And for this very end, that is why His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, in so many of his classes, used to quote this sloka of Nalkuvar Mani Grieve, 10.10.38. So many classes Maharaj used to quote this sloka. That now having come to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, now having come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, now we should pray to Krishna that, oh Lord, now I don't want to be attached to any material things, I don't want to do anything material, wrong things, no bad activities, nothing. Now I want to just serve you. Vani gunanu kathane shravano kathayam karno chahasta manastava padayorna. Very beautiful shloka. That now I want to engage my eyes, my mind, my everything in service of Krishna. Let this be used by devotees. If all my facilities of senses and time is provided to me, left at my disposal, all this energy and time, if it is left at my disposal, because of my materialistic mind, I am sure to misuse my senses and my time. Better let this be taken away by other devotees in some service to Krishna. That honesty is very much required, and that is our last point discussion today. That when the queens, when Draupadi Mata wanted to respect, or queens wanted to respect Jambavati, a natural humility broke out from her heart. Amushya dasi, aham amushya dasi. That aham amushya dasi, I am just a naukarani. This word is a little hitting, so I am using this word, please forgive me. This is the consciousness of Jambavati Mata. I am naukarani, I'm just naukarani, I am servant or dasi, sevika of Krishna, I am nothing else. Such humility is there in the Jambavati's heart, although she is Patarani of Krishna, Dwarkadhish. So this humility is very high humility. When person has actually understood Krishna's greatness, the humility, the real humility manifests at that time, which we can see in the teachings of Kaviraj Goswami feeling I am Kida, or we can see in Srila Prabhupada telling Adhamera Prati. He is seeing him as Adhama. Srila Prabhupada is seeing him as Adhama, servant of all. So this humility actually manifests when somebody chants real name, holy names, and he sees Krishna, he realizes Krishna, then he sees his insignificance. That is the moment when the real humility develops. At our level, even to understand the spelling of humility is a big thing. At our level, what we can do is, at best is, we can practice honesty. That I am nothing. I am just a material conditioned soul attached to my bogus, useless things. So this is the purport here. And also we want to speak a minute about today's occasion. Today is the grand opening, inauguration festival of SriSriRadhaRasbihari's temple. Okay, there gaya, pata nahi. So grand opening day today. So as well as Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj always used to mention that how Newsweek flew a whole crew from Hong Kong to cover this, and the next day news came. 1978, 15th January, newspaper front, from rags to riches. And that diorama you see there in that corner, last diorama, Srila Prabhupada sitting with the hippies. So that diorama, they had taken a photo, and that was the photo they had put on the front page of their Newsweek magazine. And from rags to riches. And how these people, Hare Krishna people, they were literally, in shambles, rags. And how they have built up this beautiful, magnificent marble palace for Sri Radharasbihariji, manifesting the true love, the genuine love of a sadhu for God. And that genuine sadhu is Srila Prabhupada, and the God is Radharasbihariji. Srila Prabhupada promised that, oh Lord, you please stay here. I will build a beautiful temple for you, a marble temple for you. Srila Prabhupada taught to all of us that this is how we should pray to Lord Radharasbihari. Small sankalpas. That, oh Lord, please bless me that this one day today, let me not do any prajalpa. Let me not do any offenses. Let me not think of insense gratification. What to talk of doing it? Every single day can be a sankalpa. His Grace Gurujan Prabhu mentions that every mantra we can take a sankalpa. That let me chant this mantra in utter desperation, helplessness, that I am going to leave my body maybe after this mantra. So this small sankalpas can be taken. That is one thing Srila Prabhupada is teaching us. Second is, Srila Prabhupada is giving this gift. Srila Prabhupada was in his fag end of his life, late 70s when he built this temple. And he did not, stay to see the opening of this temple. But still Prabhupada was struggling for this temple. So that for hundreds and hundreds of years, the devotees who will come here, they will distribute Srila Prabhupada's books from this temple. And this temple will become the beacon light of the first class preaching center in the world. Srila Prabhupada wrote to Giriraj Maharaj, Srila Giriraj Maharaj, and in 72 June, that I want this Bombay temple to be the first class preaching center of ours in the world. So this is what Srila Prabhupada's vision. You can see now every day, thousands and thousands and thousands. Every year, millions of people are coming, taking darshan of Radharasbihari, hearing Radharasbihari, Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Darshan, Krishna Katha, Krishna Prasad, and Krishna Bhakta Sangha. And they are delivering their lives. So Srila Prabhupada, great gift, ISKCON Juhu. We are thanking Srila Prabhupada and thanking to all the Guru Parampara for giving this gift to us. And we pray to Srila Prabhupada that we can please him someday in some life. Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Radha Rasbihari Anniversary Festival ki, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari. Thank you very much. I beg forgiveness for any mistakes, and I seek your blessings that I can apply in my life a little bit what I discussed. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.